Hey, what's up guys? I hope everyone's doing good. Welcome back to a new ICT setup video. Today I just wanted to show a trade that I took this morning on USDJPY. It's a trade that went pretty well. Yeah, just before going into it, I just wanted to say two things really quick. So first of all, it's not because I trade USDJPY that you have to trade USDJPY. I just trade that because I've been trading this currency for a while now and I'm comfortable with it. I'm used to seeing how it moves. These concepts apply to all the other currencies. So if you prefer Euro USD, if you prefer gold, if you prefer US 30, NAS 100, go ahead and trade these currencies / indices. Just wanted to say that. Also, this is my view of the market. So this is how I personally applied the ICT 2022 mentorship concepts. Does not mean that this is the best way to trade. That does not mean that these are all textbook ICT ideas. So some of you might see something else. Some people might go long where I short. Some people might short where I go long and still make money. At the end of the day, you just have to make sure that the way you personally see the market is you can see it in a consistent way. You can really understand what you're doing. And one way to really be consistent as a trader is to not copy what other people are doing and to start trying and trading by yourself and seeing what works and what doesn't work for you. From there, refining your system and building your own trading system. I can make a more advanced video on this, but regarding that, you should really journal your trades. And this is really how you build your own system piece by piece. And you really learn from your mistakes to become profitable. Profitable traders are the one that even after taking loss, they don't get affected and they keep trading, keep pushing until at some point it just clicks and you just become consistent. Just guys, keep going. Let's get into it. I just wanted to say that. On the daily chart, I haven't annotated much, so I just found my liquidities. On the daily, there's a buy side right here. There's a sell side here and also a daily order block here. That's all I did. In case price went in these zones, I knew that there would be a reaction or a high probability of it. And on the 1 hour chart, I marked midnight. I marked midnight open price. I marked some buy side and sell side liquidities. And that's pretty much what I did. There's also a fair value gap I identified here. So how you can use higher time frame fair value gaps is you can use them as your liquidity grabs. So if price goes to a fair value gap, you can consider that as a grab of liquidity just as much as price closing above old highs or old lows. If you look on the left here, there's a 1 hour sell side liquidity right here that I draw a line on. Before 7 a.m., I saw that we just went under this low here. So for me, this was kind of a liquidity grab on the sell side, but it happened before my kill zone, so I did not react upon it. This just made my bias for the morning bullish. Since we just grabbed some liquidity here, I was expecting market to flip and grab some go back up. I was either looking for a buy opportunity or for market to go under that 1 hour sell side liquidity and then look for a buy opportunity. So this is what I was looking for this morning. Then I just went on the 15-minute chart and did about the same thing. I identified some intermediate highs. I identified there was a fair value gap right here. That's pretty much it. Let's go on the 1 minute chart and see how market played out. As you can see on the 1 minute chart, I was just waiting for market to do something. So let's see what happened. You can see market hit that 1 hour order block here and created a fair value gap here. So I actually was down to take this trade and I actually placed a sell limit. Unfortunately, market did not retrace to that fair value gap and trigger my entry. So I deleted my order. Often when market hits a order block for the first time, it reacts strongly. So just from hitting that order block and creating the displacement here and also going above this high, this was a trade, trade idea. So I was just expecting to grab a sell in that fair value gap and ride it here, but it did not happen. Even when you call the trade and you don't get triggered in, the fact that you called that trade and you were right, it just confirms that you understand what's happening and it's still a good thing. You didn't take the trade, but you're still looking at the chart and you know what's happening. So then here we have our actual grab of liquidity and we have the order block here that was not the order block, the big fair value 1 hour fair value gap that was touched, barely touched, but it was still touched. From here, I knew that there was a lot of build up on the sell side liquidity. So I was just patiently waiting for market to give me a real displacement and not just a slow climb. So this is all I was looking for right now. Market created a short-term high here. And then as you can see, it was not a big displacement candle, but we did have energetic move from these 3 candles here. Overall, it was a big bullish move from the last swing low. So I just draw my fair value gap. I drew my fib from the start of the displacement to the top of it. I saw that this fair value gap was in discount. So I also looked to the left and I see that we have a order block matching here. So I just put my entry right here. Actually, I was not paying attention, so I actually did a market entry. So then I looked to the left and I saw that we have a fair value gap on the 1 minute chart here. I was just going for the lowest hanging fruit. My take profit was about here. There was also a 15-minute fair value gap here that was not completely filled. So my optimal take profit would have been at the top, that fill of the fair value gap, and my even more optimal take profit was on the 1 hour where we had a fair value gap here. I was hoping for a market to climb up until here and give me a nice 8 RR trade, but that did not happen, and we'll see why. So market struggled a bit and it broke that high. As soon as it broke that high, you can do whatever you want, but I moved my stops to break even so I get a free trade. As soon as we filled the fair value gap here on the 1 minute chart, I was like, okay, I'm good. I called it a day and I just closed my trade. I actually caught a 2.5 R trade, but I could have been more patient. As you can see, market came up and filled that 15-minute fair value gap right here. I could have just waited a bit and I would have catch a easy 5.6 R trade. That was still a beautiful setup. My short-term bias was that since we were really dipping in sell-side liquidity, I knew that at some point there would be a little explosive move to the upside. I was just looking to catch a nice buy opportunity. From there, I didn't really care. I get my trade, I get out, and I don't really care about what's happening throughout the day. I just like doing one trade a day. So I hope this video was useful. Let me know in the comments what you think about the trade. Thanks again for the incredible amount of support that I get on this channel. Like, it keeps on surprising me. Leave a like and subscribe if you want more. So yeah, until next time, have a good day, guys.